Edo State has been thrown backwards at least 4 years in the last 100 days.
Hi.
Are you following me?
Yes, sir.
I can go on and on. They have destroyed sector after sector after sector after sector, and they continue to destroy the state. What are they doing now? They are looking for every avenue to pull out billions of naira from Edo State. How are they doing it? They will say they want to buy vehicles, either for the state executive council or for traditional rulers or for party chieftains, or the most common one for security agencies.
Hi.
They will tell people to bring their quotes. For example, the company of the current chief of staff is one of the suppliers.
Danny.
There are a few other suppliers. A car that is supposed to come in at, say, 110 million naira, they will bring it at 300 million naira. And they will use the opportunity to move money out of the state treasury. So if you checked very carefully today, you will see that for some curious reason, they commissioned so many cars. And you ask yourself, of what economic benefit are those cars to the average Bini woman or Isako woman or Auchi woman?
I don't understand.
The reason why they did it is because they can't just go to the treasury and remove money with their hand. But if they say they want to buy cars, and you ask him how much is the car, instead of 110 million, he says 350 million. The contractor will bring that quote. They will use that quote to prepare an invoice or whatever and send through the whole finance system. Eventually it will get to treasury. Treasury will pay the billions into the account of the suppliers of the vehicle, and they cannot sit down behind the scene and share. So you see how easy it is to use vehicle procurement to steal government money? That is what you are seeing in Edo State. All those cars you are seeing, they were an instrument for raiding the Edo Treasury, which was left full for them. At our point of exit from government, Obaseki left a balance of over 30 billion in the state coffers. He left a balance of maybe 15 billion in Esopadec accounts. He left balance of over 2.something billion in ERS account. There was no account of Edo State that didn't have billions. Like an irresponsible next of kin. You know the irresponsible next of kin, they don't have ATM cards.
They use withdrawal slip. Oh, what's the bank? Oh, what boy was sign? Oh, what's Senegal?
Yeah, they are packing out the billions that Obaseki worked and put in the treasury. They are packing them out. They are packing them out. They will open their mouth to talk about that they raised a revenue of 10 billion in January, but they forget to say that out of the 10 billion, almost 6 billion came from NNPC. It's statutory. Every year, they pay that money.
Wow.
So while we were making 7-8 billion on a normal month, that did not have those huge payments coming from NNPC, even with the huge payment coming from NNPC in January, they could not make up to they just made about 10 billion. Meanwhile, almost 6 out of the 10 billion is from NNPC alone.
NNPC.
So we have suffered a decline in revenue collection of not less than 3-4 billion in January. We are waiting for their results for February. So the entire state is in chaos. So if you want a summary of Okpewolo's performance in the last 100 days, I will tell you that he has created a state of fear in Edo State. You were the one that I even forgot to mention the destruction of the security system. When you tell them about security, they will say a bad motto. Have you asked them whether buy the car translates to security?
No.
The first thing in security is intelligence gathering. The second thing is security surveillance. The next is the manpower. Before you now talk about logistics.
And they don't have this. They don't have this three.
They don't have surveillance system. They destroyed it. The camera system built by Obaseki to monitor the entire state, they have collapsed it. The Edo security network, you interviewed some of them some time ago.
Yes.
They disarmed them and disorganized them. Those are the manpower. The camera is the surveillance. Intelligence is also part of the ESSN because they gather information from the grassroots. They jumped all the way to logistics to go and buy vehicles because that's where the money is. Because that's where you can loot the treasury. So Edo State, as we speak, is in disarray in 100 days. But we are telling our people to be hopeful. We built it before. We know the landmarks. By the grace of Almighty God, the judges will walk according to their conscience and according to the evidence before them, the incontrovertible evidence before them. And by the grace of God, they will declare us as the winner of that election.
Mr. Crusoe.
And then we will begin to build again.
Mr. Crusoe, thank you very much for your detailed analysis of Okpebolo's 100 days in office.